Hello, Witness TV. My name is KwaZulu-Natal, the Deputy News Editor. Today, we are so privileged to have the MEC of Finance in KwaZulu-Natal, Francois Rodgers. MEC, hello.
Hi, Ketu. Good to be here.
It's really great to have you. I don't have a lot for you, but I have a lot for you. um, just tell us about your experience so far, being part of, the local government, provincial government, and your experience of the GPU.
Well, I can't believe that more than a year has gone by. It seems to be just a couple of weeks, but I think it's been the intensity, and it's been the shock of taking over a provincial government where I'm afraid money wasn't valued, and money was spent without real thought and without real planning, and without thinking of the ultimate consequence of non-compliance when it comes to the type of expenditure that we've seen. So it's been very difficult, and then of course it's very difficult to take over a system and to try and change the mentality when it comes to money in departments. I always talk about the delinquency, the financial delinquency. That is still work at hand, and it's going to take a long time to change it. But I believe we're going in the right direction, and we're putting systems in place to stop that delinquency.
I want to talk about those systems. Can we touch on the e-procurement tools and some of the initiatives that the department has put in place to ensure that you're cutting costs, to ensure that procurement is done in the most, transparent way? And how is that going?
Well, we the procurement system should be the first department should be up and running by October, and we should have all our departments on board by early next year. And the reason we are implementing the electronic procurement system is to stop what we believe is blatant tender fraud and tender manipulation within some departments. And this system will take out the human interaction with these tenders, and will ensure that the system is open, transparent, and at the end of the day, government gets value for money and the right people get to do the job. And officials who've been milking the system no longer get the additional income to pay for their luxury SUVs.
Does that also touch on your concerns with the accruals in the specific departments? Have you seen that departments are running on a deficit, and maybe that could have been one of the reasons that there's more money that shouldn't be going out?
Well, I think it's a combination. So what we're finding, the reason we're going into accruals, is officials are purchasing and acquiring and going out to tender when they don't have the necessary money to be able to purchase. Then they get themselves into a position where 30, 60, 90, 120 days later, they can't pay those service providers. Now, the procurement system that we are going to put in place will also stop that, because departments will not be able to procure if they don't have the necessary cash back. So that's one of the systems that we'll be able to utilize to stop departments spending money which they don't have, and thereby placing, and it's normally the small SMMEs, the emerging business people that do business with government, that aren't paid, and then their businesses suffer and collapse.
It's been months, weeks, and I know previously, before this year even began, we saw holes in the school nutrition program. People not being paid on time, the children in schools not having the food when the term opens. How far is the department with the investigations that it had ongoing, and how far is the process with ensuring that we have a waterproof system?
Well, look, at this stage, what we are investigating is some of the allegations that were sent to my office. There was an allegation about the MEC who had a family member that did that bid on the NSNP, and there was also some information sent to me about companies who had registered after the bid had closed. That is currently under investigation, and it should be concluded by tomorrow. And that information will then be forwarded through to the Premier. What we also do as Treasury is if there is a bid process and anyone that bid is unhappy, they then appeal the bid outcome. I appoint a tribunal, a bid appeal tribunal, which will now sit and look at all of those bid appeals. Then a report will be sent to me, which will give me a better understanding whether in fact due process was followed. If due process was not followed, then it's quite simple. The bid appeal stopped, or the bid process stops. We restart the entire process all over again. But I need that information from the bid adjudication committee before I can make that decision.
Finally, from me, I would like for you to maybe not a final word, but what would your take be from the court's decision regarding Ithala and the administrator being limited? I think people always want to know, what do I do now? Yes, we everybody knows Ithala needs to be saved because it is a legacy for KwaZulu-Natal. But what would your message be for the people of KwaZulu-Natal, those that invested in Ithala, those that had bank accounts with Ithala, those who were expecting investments and sponsorships from the bank, if I can put it in that sense?
Look, I think ultimately people must know that we'll do everything in our power to ensure that their money is protected. I think that's the most important thing, because we're dealing with some vulnerable citizens who have money with Ithala, some pensioners who have money with Ithala. We have Stokvels who have money with Ithala. What really makes me angry about the judgment is the fact that I had said 7 or 8 months ago that Johan Kruger, who's the repayment authority, was overstepping his powers. And that was very, very clear in that judgment. Johan Kruger only had access to the depositor's book, nothing else. What he's done is hamstrung, in my opinion. He's hamstrung Ithala. We could have got out of this much quicker had it not been for Mr. Kruger's actions.
Thank you so much, MEC, for giving us your time and expanding on these issues, that are on everybody's mind in Pietermaritzburg and KZN as a whole.
Thank you. Great being here.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking
taking off in the wind, I gotta make it. I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I